Right, welcome to my weekly vlog, and this week again it's my food diary. A couple of things before I get started. I have a job interview on Tuesday, and I want to make a massive shout out to the people that have helped me over the last few days getting ready for this job interview. First off, Karina, I have to thank her very much. You know, she's like a rock. She's an amazing person. She's generous and she is a wonderful person. She's able to get me enabled me to get a jacket to hide my gut for the interview. It's not her fault, but it's a bit long. It's my fault for choosing the cheapest one possible. And it's a nice looking jacket as well. I'll just get it tailored afterwards for use afterwards. She also, I don't know if you'll see very well, but she paid for me to get my nails done, so I can actually feel pretty when I go and look good, and all these little things matter. Also, want to thank the job centre. Surprisingly, originally when they were going to send me off to get some clothes for an interview, they were going to send me off to Matalan, and I just laughed. There's no way Matalan does my size. As much as I'd love to just turn around and say, yeah. So I ended up having to go to High and Mighty and get a pair of trousers and a shirt. And because of the amount that they gave me, I was able to get a nice shirt and a nice trousers and get the trousers taken up. I had to pay a little bit extra, but I got a shirt with cufflinks because I love cufflinks. I love French double cuffed shirts. So I'm going to feel $1 million when I go to my interview on Tuesday. So believe for me. Who else? Hi, Mighty. Obviously, wonderful service. If you're my size and you want to go somewhere where they'll treat you like a decent person, have a laugh and stuff like that, go to High and Mighty. They're fantastic. Also, my mum and my dad, because one thing I don't have is an iron. And I asked on Facebook if somebody could lend me an iron or let me come down and iron my shirt, but nobody replied. So it was on to the phone. Like, Daddy, please help me. And he says, yeah, no problem. You put the money into my account, and I'm going to pick up the iron tomorrow. And also, pretty much all the females on my Facebook. I wanted to get a nice scent, something that would smell nice to go with everything else. You know, it's like I'm going to look good. I paid to get these shaped a little bit so it looks professional. Decided to go with everyone's decision to keep stubble. I agree with it because it makes my face look less fat. It's not. If I shave, I got this baby face and it's got loads of chins. And it looks awful. It really does look awful. And everyone turned around and said that, yeah, keep the stubble, get it shaped, get it cleaned up, and make it look good. And then, yeah, keep the stubble. So I did, and I went and paid £5 to get it done. And it's not quite how I'd have it. I think I'd like to have the stubble come down a little bit further. I don't know, but it's perfect for what I want for Tuesday. Who else? Is there anything else I needed to say thank you for? Oh yeah, I can't remember if I finished that bit, but yeah, I got everybody and all the females on my Facebook together in a chat. And I asked them, look, I want a scent that will smell good and complete the whole ensemble. What do you like on your guys, or what do you like on guys? And a few people came up with suggestions. Some didn't have a clue and didn't want to be part of the conversation, which is fair enough. I must admit, I did ask 28 people into this one conversation, so that's quite a few people. And there were some fantastic suggestions: police, CK1. What else did I get? Oh, I made a list here. Look, Armani Code. I like the Armani Code. That was a nice smelling one. I couldn't find Blue Waters, and I couldn't find Bench Urban. CK1 Police, CKB. We went into town, me and Karina, and I went into the perfume shop, and I was going through all of them. Fantastic smells. Almost all of them were really nice smells. There's a couple of that I didn't like. There was a few that were okay, and most of them weren't really nice smells. Only problem is, all my friends have got bloody just expensive tastes. Everything there was well over the budget I could afford. I set aside 20 quid for it, and I thought, right, that should be enough to get me a nice smelling. So I ended up going with one, and I thought, because I was asking the girls, I was thinking, well, maybe wear a masculine scent, because I'm used to wearing feminine ones, whether it's a strawberry flavour or, because I like fruity, citrusy smells, and I quite like that as my perfume as well. And I'm used to wearing perfumes in preference to aftershaves. So I thought I'll go in and I'll see about actually having a nice masculine smell. And I'm wearing trousers and shirt, tie, and a blazer and stuff like that. And I thought, yeah, go masculine. Ended up coming out, because all of that stuff was way beyond my means. Ended up coming out with Tommy Girl, which is one of my favourites. It's so I still ended up with a girly one, with a girls one, but it's a good smell. It's irrelevant whether it's a girls or boy smell. It's a good smell. It's strong enough that it'll last during the day, and it's not that strong that it'll actually suffocate anybody, which is a good thing. So major thank you to everyone that has helped me over the last few days get myself sorted for this assessment with Sky, and hopefully I'll get the job. I intend to get the job. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to be looking, feeling, smelling like $1,000,000. And if they don't give me the job, I am just going to go in there with an Uzi the next week and just shoot everybody until they give me the job. Okay, so the thanks are done and over with. Let's get started with my food diary. And I haven't got all pictures for all of them, but I will do my best with what I've got and what I can steal off the internet. Sunday, August the 28th, I had for breakfast Cocoa Pops, and I must remember to get some more cereal with what little money I've got left. For lunch, we had, I had an omelette, which used up some bolognese, a couple of chicken slices. This was just some stuff that was left over in the fridge. We had spaghetti bolognese, as you probably know from the end of last week's food diary. So we used that up. It only came to about 421 calories, so it wasn't too bad. High on salt, but again, I'm not that fussed about the salt. For dinner, I had toad in the hole, and I hardly take a photo of it. This is one of Karina's specialities. Karina makes the toad in the holes, and she does it completely from scratch. And I like her toad in the hole. It's a really nice toad in the hole. I'm going to bully her, and I'm going to get her to do it as one of the basics. How to make a batter for toad in the hole, for Yorkshire puddings, that sort of thing. So, so she's going to do one of my skills ones, hopefully. So that was Sunday. Right, we're going to go on to Monday next, which is normal. Monday follows Sunday. Breakfast, I had porridge. I had the Quaker's Oats, Oats So Simple porridge with golden syrup. I like that stuff. That stuff is nice. I don't have it very often because it uses a lot of milk, but and the main reason I want it is that eventually when I go camping, I'm going to be taking these Ozo Simples with me, and I'll be having those for breakfast. I'm going to get, I'm going to try again, the porridge which you just add water. For dinner, we were going to have a roast dinner. We were going to have, we took a chicken out of the fridge, and I was going to roast it up and have a proper roast dinner that day. But there was an absolute ton of stuff unreduced in Morrison's. So I came back with a freezer full of stuff. And some of it was also some salad stuff as well. So what we had for dinner, which we had seasonal baby leaf, creamy coleslaw, Charlotte potato salad, beetroot and carrot salad, just less than one whole chicken breast each, and a pudding. We had some Greek style blueberry yogurt. It was actually quite low in calories because it was mostly all vegetables. It only came to 900 calories, so we're quite impressed with that. I had some cheddar biscuits and a Coca-Cola that day as well. Tuesday the 30th, that was the day I signed on. I had nothing for breakfast. I was a bad boy and I had mini cheese and pickled pork pies and chocolate milkshake for lunch. That came to the same calories as last night's, the night before's dinner. Dinner, I made homemade chicken and mushroom pie. That will be going into one of my cooking with Ringos. Also a pastry for one of the skills ones as well. Had a bash at making cauliflower, garlic, and cheese mash. Went through the whole thing of getting the cauliflower cut, put the cheese in, put all the ingredients in, and I forgot the garlic in. And I roasted it as well. It was like roasted in there, it's like numpty. And we had broad beans and runner beans for dinner. Broad beans, if you've never had them, have them. They're a fantastic vegetable, and I absolutely and totally love them. Really good for you as well. Really, really good for you. Wednesday, August 31st. Breakfast, we nipped out and we had a big breakfast. Queenie got some money that day, so we went out for a breakfast. Oh no, I went out for a breakfast. Oh, I can't remember. One of us went out for breakfast. So I had a breakfast in the morning. Dinner, we had breaded fish, a couple of fillets of that, some oven baked chips, and baked beans. Karina wanted to have fish and chips, basically, I think. And I had a Bar's Cola that day as well. I started to add those because I noticed they've got quite high calories, and they've also got quite high carbs. 60 grams of carb per 100 grams, and 204 calories per 500 ml. Okay, Thursday, September the 1st. I'm going to yawn. I apologize. Oh, God, you lot are so boring. Anyway, right. Karina made the mistake of bringing home some chocolate-based cereal, and I've been having that for breakfast almost every day. And I don't think poor Karina's had a look in, so I'm going to have to buy some more for her. Breakfast on the Thursday, I had crave. For lunch, we had chicken and bacon tortellini. For dinner, we had a mushroom stir fry with sweet and sour sauce. No juices that day, and just coffee. Friday, September 2nd, again, Kellogg's Crave. As I said, I had that every day since. And we went off, this was a Friday, so it was my treat. And I got a McDonald's that day. Don't judge me, I was in a really good mood that day. And I had a big tasty large meal, which was large fries. And I also had a savory cheesy bites and a double cheeseburger, because I'm addicted to double cheeseburgers, and a chocolate honeycomb iced frappe. Nothing for dinner that night because we had such a large lunch. And oh, I forgot to add my coffee. Bad Daffy. I'm just going to add that now. It's going to make my thingies a bit skewiffy. So I was slightly over my calories that day, and again, majorly over my sodium. Yesterday, we're finally caught up with the week. Yesterday, we spent pretty much most of the day out. So we grabbed a lunch whilst we were in town, and we had a Subway. I had a Subway footlong, and I had Italian BLT with some chicken on it. And we also had raspberry cheesecake cookie. Well, I had raspberry cheesecake cookie. Karina had something else. And I had Coke. Pepsi Max, sorry. For dinner, when we got home, we had, for that night, we had some Morrison chicken Kievs. We had two of those. One was garlic normal one, and the other one was, I think, chicken and pepper. Ringo's tried to correct me, but I know it was chicken and pepper. We had some chips with it. So frozen, we had broad beans and runner beans. So we had some vegetables with it as well. So that was healthy. And I had loads of calories left over that day. So that was my week's food. So next we go on to my reports. And I've added something to this, but we'll get started with this. Right. Okay, my calories consumed, as you can see, everything is very close to the mark, apart from the 9th. Drinking my coffee, which Karina made me. None of them was really bad. The 9th, which was obviously, I think, the Friday, that's when we had the McDonald's. No, the McDonald's was under. So I'm not sure which one that one was. I think it was the one the day before. A couple that have gone over, one on the 9th which has gone quite high, and the rest again are all under. I'm going to have to start working them because I do want to carry on losing weight, and although these are under, I want them to be a lot more under than they actually are. So I've been doing a lot more exercise, which you'll see at the end. My carbs, my carbohydrates, I've really let that go. I need to get that back under control. My carbohydrates, most of them are under, well, half of them are under and at the lower end of where I want them to be. And the other half, I'm afraid, are either right up to the top or just over, as you can see. My fat, again, not a good week really for fat. Most of it was over. Only 3 days was under. The 9th, the 4th, that's today. Ignore the 4th, the rest, yeah. So not good at all. Protein, high protein week this week. Again, mostly meat proteins. I'm saying that the running beans and the broad beans, especially the broad beans, have got. Hello, Babs. She's going to say hello. She's saying, yeah, you've done really badly this week, Dad. The broad beans have got protein in. They're good source of protein, and like I said, they're really nice. Salt content, actually quite high for the week. What are you doing? What? Did you say hello to everyone? No. It's quite high for me this week, the sodium. My salt intake isn't usually that high. Fiber is about normal. In the 20s. Not brilliant. And my sugar, shush, is half and half. Half good, half bad. Okay, I'm going to start also including shush. Oh, I want attention. I'm going to start including the reports from myfitnesspal as well. It goes from Monday to Sunday. I can't change the starting week. And I'll do again a report for this at the end of the month as well. And you can see the whole month's worth of exercise. This week, I've been quite a good week this week for exercise. This is my activity time. How much activity I've got. I've got a minimum of 20 minutes I want to exercise each day. And that's not exercise going walking from here to the kitchen or anything like that. That is actually going out and walking. And pretty much all of it, apart from Wednesday, is over the 20 minutes. I've done more than 20 minutes worth of walking every day, which is fantastic. My back's not hurting as much as it was. I'm still having to stop a lot, but it's working really quite well. You know, I'm still stopping a lot, but I'm still out. Okay, the number of steps. Now I'm aiming for 5,000 steps a day. And Tuesday, well over. That's when I signed on. And the rest, I'm close. I'm definitely close to the 5,000 mark. Most of them are just under and above 4,000. So, okay, not brilliant. I'm not hitting my mark as well as I should, but I'm not doing it that badly. So hopefully, as I get more active and do more things, that will improve. Well, that's it. That is the whole. That's my food done. That's my uh, reports done, and I've started to introduce the actual level of fitness in it as well. So all I can say is thank you for watching. Please wish me luck for Tuesday. I want this job. I need this job. I want some spare money. You know, get dressing nicely doesn't come cheap. My bed's falling apart. I need to replace that. I need to finish building my damned wardrobe so I can actually put all the nice clothes in it and have it safe from dust and dogs and fur. So yes, so thank you for watching, and if you like what I do, please like. If you don't like what I do, please put a dislike. I got my first dislike as well last week on one of my older ones. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. And happy cooking.